light on this side of my mush is because the garage door's open, and I haven't checked. It must be over 60. Feels bloody lovely. Anyway, it's about 60 in here, so I've nipped out. Didn't have all that long, but I just done a small job. The Z fine control handle I made a few days ago, I've decided to black it, and being a bit big, I didn't want to bother with a heat process, which would probably have been a bit better. Had a few struggles, as you'll see, but in the end we sort of got there. I'm going to try and blue this handle we made for the mill the other day, and I don't know, but it's not entirely in frame. I'm just doing some acetone on here, try and get the handle degreased, and then the main part there's just nothing very exciting on there really, but I've got to be a bit careful here to get the knurling free of grease, because I gave it a pretty good coat of grease when I'd finished to stop it rusting, but I'll try and do the rest of it. I don't know as yet quite how this will work out over a largish area. I'm using Oxfo Blue, which is made by Brownells. So we'll try the handle first. Let's get the stuff out wherever I put it. I've had this a long time. Basically only used it for small touch-ups on guns and stuff. I'm going to get some cotton wool and we'll try and swab it. We'll try this on the handle first, see if we get any coloration from it. It would appear that we're not completely degreased yet, so I'll have to just run over that again, I think. Right, I degreased that again. I'm being a bit vigorous with the rubbing. Degreasing is always the vital part with bluing. And at the moment it looks fairly dull. Now let's turn this swab around. I'm going to try and dab this knurling first, because I think it's going to be the hardest. And I'm really not sure whether it's degreased fully yet. I've given it a good wash of, very good wash of acetone. I may even have to do it again. Let's do the flat on the back. It's a large area. Don't know whether this is going to turn out very well. It's almost like the steel actually soaks up a a lot of oil. Yep, still greasy in places. Isn't that amazing? Let's clean it up a bit more. On the knurl here I'm doing a lot of dabbing. At the early stage it always looks pretty crappy because you get areas that are being missed. And this has really been degreased about as much as I can, I think. Let's try the front face again. Still part of that, just doesn't want to take. Huh. It's not very good, is it? Let's give it an acetone wipe again. I'm trying to complete this, but I'm not pleased with it. Really. The Oxford Blue doesn't seem to be very aggressive. Can't seem to get it to cut through and really get any depth of colour. Some of you guys probably know it better than I do. It's too long since I used it and it's old. I did try a bit of Birchwood Casey, that wasn't very helpful. And this stuff I've had forever, Norman's bluing solution. All that did was took off what the Oxford Blue put on. And I don't think I'll go much further. What I'm going to do now is to rinse that off, give it a very light fine wire wool polish and then oil it. We'll call that quits. Well, in the end, not as bad as I thought. It always looks a bit crappy when you've just got the wet stuff on there, but by the time a little bit of fine wire wool polish and oiling makes quite a difference. There's a spot on the knurl that's a bit bright, I don't know why, wouldn't take any more. And the backside, wasn't worried about that of course, but that the blacking on there is actually not bad. So all in all, I guess it was worth doing. I'd like to have done a heat job actually and use click springs approach with a load of brass chips, which I always keep. Whether I've got enough I don't know. Anyway, there we are. I think it's better than it was. I'll put it back on the mill. Okay. Alright, that's another quickie. It's all quickies these days. I'll get down to something substantial soon, I hope. So we got that back on. Actually, it's turned out better than I thought. At some stages I thought, God, this is going to be a load of crap. But it's actually not too bad. And I should keep it lightly oiled as well, but it's come up okay. So that's it, another short one, and hope to be back fairly soon. It looks like several days of warm. If I can get the time I should be out here like a rat up a drain pipe. Alright, bye for now. Thanks for watching guys.